It's 2 p.m. It's the afternoon. Your body wants to nap. What's the first thing most people do? Walk over to the coffee pot, fill your body with caffeine, which only lasts so long. Then you hit another crash and it's 4 p.m. and you feel the same or even worse than you did at 2 p.m. Does that sound like a typical story? I see it every single day. Here are 8 ways that I and I've seen others use to have more energy every single day so you can say sayonara to the perpetual coffee pot. First one, do not hit the snooze button no matter how tired or groggy you feel. Every single time I hit the snooze button, my body starts going into another REM cycle, which they believe is about 90 minutes long or so for a REM cycle. And you have different REM cycles throughout the sleep. Light sleep, deep sleep. REM's the deep sleep, where you have your dreams, the super cool ones, where you're flying over the world and are a superhero. So your body starts going into REM cycles. But here's the thing. The snooze button is usually only for 5, 10, 15, or 20 minutes. So you wake up even more groggy. I've had this many times. I think I'm going to catch up on, 15 minutes of sleep or just 5 more minutes. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It makes you more groggy and more tired. So no snooze. When the alarm goes up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Drink water immediately when you wake up and drink more water throughout the day. The reason why you're so tired usually when you wake up is because you haven't drank any water for between 6 and 8 hours. It's a long time. Your body is dehydrated significantly. So chugging that water right in the beginning of the morning, 1 or 2 glasses, will help throughout the day level out that energy and give you a sustainable amount of energy over time as opposed to the 2 p.m. coffee rush. Take periodic breaks. Working for 7 hours straight with no break, it, it is efficiency suicide, I call it. In the morning, I do 90 minutes on, 15 minutes off. Off does not mean you're scrolling through social media. Off does not mean you're reading something. Off literally means what it is. Off. I literally lay on that couch right there for 15 minutes with my eyes closed and do deep breathing. That's for the morning. And then in the evening, I do a 60-minute on, 15-minute off because I have less concentration during the afternoon time. But take periodic breaks. It's very helpful for efficiency, energy, and just morale. Gosh, working for hours and hours and hours straight, even if it's something you really, really enjoy, you're going to tire of it. So you got to take those periodic breaks to really get the energy level back up. Substitute simple sugars for complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates are really simply put fruit, fruit, fruit. Frutas. I'm lucky because I have the grapevine back here. I can go grab my grapes anytime during the summer, which is pretty awesome. And the fig tree. But that's what I have. You maybe not have a fig tree or a grapevine in your backyard, but I do. Having fruit at your disposal is so much more because that fiber and the sugar go together. When you eat a donut, for instance, no fiber, only sugar, sugar spike, crash. That happens every single time you eat a simple sugar. Sometimes it's a little crash, and sometimes it's a large crash. You want to avoid those as much as possible in regards to energy. So complex carbohydrates simply keep you having sustainable energy throughout the day as opposed to up, down, up, down, up, down. Sustainability is what we're going for here. Reduce your stress. Period. Figure out what really stresses you out and take responsibility for it. If it's other people, it's a difficult one. But a lot of times, conflict in relationships, work connections, friendships, whatever it is, it takes two to tango. It's not always one person doing all the transgressing towards you. If you think that's the case, then you need to get a reality check because you're probably contributing to it. I'm not saying you are, I'm saying most likely it is. It takes two to dance, it takes two to tango. So with that being said, take responsibility, figure out what your stressors are in life, eliminate the ones that are not necessary. Having a stressor to wake up every morning and be a better person, that is eustress. That's a positive stress symptom. Worrying about your 401k, your children, your mom, things you can't control, stop. Just stop and substitute that with making healthy decisions to maybe help the other person or help yourself. You can't control the weather, so don't get pissed off about it. But you know what? You can choose to enjoy the weather no matter whether it's hailing down softball-sized hail, whether it's snowing, or whether it's sunny. Choose your stressors, and the rest eliminate. Working can literally kill you. In Japan, they have a term that's called karoshi. I don't speak Japanese, so bear with me. Karoshi, which literally means death by overworking. There are literally people who work throughout their life, their whole entire life, really, from adolescence to adulthood. They literally die suddenly from stroke or heart attack. And this is a widespread thing in Asia, not just Japan. Japan has the word for it. You don't want to go out like that. You don't want to go out with a boom in that kind of fashion. So if you're working 12-hour days, if you're working 15-hour days, if you're working 8-hour days, and it's not sustainable, it's making you extremely stressed no matter how much money it's bringing you, karoshi. You don't want to do that. And you don't want to see anybody around you doing that either. So I encourage you, as well as you encouraging others, to take a time to breathe, relax, and stop working so much. Get a vitamin test. Vitamin, if you're from the UK, I guess. And the reason you do that is because you may be deficient in really important things. For a time, about a 6-month period, I was very sleepy, just lot less energy than usual, and it was very odd. Nothing really changed in my life. So I went to the doctor and had they took some blood test, whatever, and long story short, I was very iron deficient, which means I don't have very many red blood cells, which makes you anemic, which makes you want to sleep all the time. So, bing, figured it out, took iron supplements. After about 3 months or so, I have energy back up and even more than it was previously. So get a vitamin deficiency test and see if you need to implement or supplement your diet. And then lastly, I think the most important one is to smile more. People who are frumpy all the time literally are less happy and feel less satisfied in life. So I want you to be happy and I want me to be happy. So the fact of the matter is, the more you smile, the more likely you are to feel happy. When you feel happy, you can be happy and you act happy. Happiness is not the goal here, but it's just having energy, period. And happy people who are satisfied with their current state, physically, the nervous system, have more energy, period. And a lot of times that takes changing the state from frown and sigh to smile and uplifting. Uplift yourself and you will get far. So those are all the 8. I know that was a lot to take in, right? But keep on smiling, right? What do you guys do to get your energy levels high and sustain that over the long haul? Because I know a lot of people who can get high energy for about a 5-minute period and they drop off significantly and you think, what's happened? You're a whole different person. I'm tired. Well, all those 8 things we just talked about can really help you have sustainable energy over time, not the peaks and valleys of the coffee train or the donut mobile. You don't want either of those. But what do you guys do? Comment below. I want to hear how you guys sustain energy because I am always looking for new tips. See you guys soon, and make sure to subscribe to the channel and keep an eye out for the next one.